Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Rams. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kick.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Rams, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. No more distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
6 yards left on second down. Again, it's Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First and 10, Taylor now. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julian Okwara able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, the return is Ward. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Rams! David Njoku with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Rams are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's got room. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here in this Super Bowl. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield on the move to his left. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield to throw it. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Ready, break. Hey, computer.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And able to get this to the 31. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action. Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First down, Mayfield. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
On the move past the 40. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Corey Blasingame
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Rams are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, set.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, That's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.